and gentlemen, my name is BrendenPlayz, and I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys asking realistically the same question over and over and over. The number of questions, 3 here today, that I want to answer for you in the form of a video so I don't have to keep on explaining myself on just about every single video. So this is kind of a video where I can link people to this video and they can get the answer that they're looking for. So for universe mode, you guys are very passionate, but you also like to see some changes that have been happening to the real world, and you want to kind of see that implemented into my show. Now, I want to kind of get a few things addressed here in this video so we can kind of, just you guys know what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and we can kind of get rid of these annoying questions. Unfortunately, they just annoy me at this point because we get them asked every single day, so it's driving me nuts. So let's answer them. So the first one is women's division brand split. Now, as you guys know, on my universe mode, the women are on both brands. Raw and SmackDown are very separate, but with the women, they're both combined. So you guys want to see the brand split on both brands for the women, and see the women on Raw and on SmackDown only, exclusively. I'm going to tell you guys that that's not going to happen. I have no plans on doing that, and here's why. Now, when I have a pay-per-view that's going live on my stream, I get people that are bored. When a women's match comes on, they're not interested, and my viewer count, for example, it could be 500, and it will drop to 400 as soon as the women's match comes on. And once the women's match is finished, it races back up. So to me, it's clear that either A, I'm doing something wrong with the women's division, you guys are not interested because of me, or B, you guys just aren't generally interested in the women. Plus, the other thing is I'd have to add another championship, and the card for my pay-per-views are already probably going longer than what I would like. The pay-per-views are just, I want it to keep around that 2-hour mark, and if I add another match to it, it'll hit that 2-hour and 30-minute mark, which I don't really want to do. So it would add an extra match. It'd be trying to jam as much content as I possibly can in even more shows. It just wouldn't work. And plus, right now, I think the women's division is as good as it's ever been in my universe mode. And I think that's because, we've got 6 or so women who I think are going pretty well, and they're all competing against each other. If we split that up, then we'll have 3 good women and 3, on both brands. So if we split that up, I think the women's division as a whole will suffer, and I think because it's getting a lot better now, you guys are wanting to see perhaps a little bit more of it and split it up. But I think if I split it up, then the quality of it will drop down significantly as well. The other topic that you guys are always asking me about is brand exclusive pay-per-views, and the answer to this one as well is no. The reason being is because for me to do brand exclusive pay-per-views, you guys would be wanting to see probably 2 pay-per-views per month. The way I'd probably do it would be 2 pay-per-views every 3 weeks in game time, and potentially real life as well. But that would just be a little bit more of a workload that I'm not really willing to take on, and it would mean that you guys are getting episodes even later and less often as you guys are. I know I've already been pretty slack as it is. I'm going to try and improve on that. So you guys are getting episodes a little later and delaying that, and that would mean a number of days without an episode of Universe Mode, because it takes me about a week to make a pay-per-view and make it as good as I possibly can. So, and the other thing is oversaturation. 2-hour pay-per-views all the time will just kind of oversaturate you guys. And the other thing as well is creating interesting storylines and interesting matches for a pay-per-view is very difficult to do in 4 episodes of SmackDown or Raw, and and fill a whole card up. For example, 6 matches from SmackDown. It's hard to do that in 4 weeks. 4 episodes of the brand. It's a lot easier when you have 2 brands. You can kind of focus on all the championships and you get them on the card, maybe add an extra match here or there. But for a brand exclusive pay-per-view, then you might have 3 title matches. Then you have to try and pluck 3 other matches out of nowhere. And I only have half-an-hour episodes, generally, concentrating on 2 matches per episode, so you just would see matches that aren't really pay-per-view worthy, and once again the quality would drop again. And I don't want to drop the quality, because I feel like the quality right now is as good as it's ever been again, and I don't want to drop that, and I just feel like it's unnecessary. I think the 2 brands on 1 pay-per-view, I think is working, and why change what works? Definitely I would consider it in the future, but for right now my stance is no, I do not want to do it. I just feel like it would be too much of a workload on me. You'd get less videos, and the quality of the pay-per-views would indeed drop. And you guys I think you guys have been enjoying the quality pay-per-view. I think you guys have been, enjoying the pay-per-views as a whole for the last couple of years, and I think, if I drop that down, maybe you guys will, you know, not tune in to the next one, and I don't want to lose you guys as viewers. And finally, the final topic that I want to chat about, this one has been coming up a lot recently as well, because obviously real life WWE has, you know, currently just had its Hall of Fame. It is a BrendenPlayz Universe Mode Hall of Fame. Now this one, it is probably a yes. I would like to do a Universe Mode Hall of Fame. The reason why I haven't done one yet is because there hasn't been enough time. There's been 3 seasons right now, and yes, you could maybe add 1 or 2 guys in, but I still feel like there's potential for some kind of Hall of Famers, for example, CM Punk, or maybe The Rock. They might be 2 guys, maybe Batista, that you could consider as Hall of Famers for Universe Mode. They've done a lot of great things. I feel like there's still a potential that maybe, you know, some of them might even come back, and I feel like maybe 5 seasons would be the sweet point, you know, the right time, which, you know, is obviously a couple of years away, so there's obviously a very big potential that I may do it, and maybe after 4 seasons I'll think about it, but I just don't feel like there's anyone who's really worthy of the Hall of Fame just yet, or, you know, worthy of creating the Hall of Fame just yet. And plus the other thing is, I don't know how I would really present it. I mean, I guess I could just, you know, run a vignette of all the great moments that this guy's had throughout Universe Mode, obviously. There's no way I can actually, you know, have a ceremony or anything like that, so I'm not sure how I would really present it either. So the reason why I haven't done it yet is just I don't feel like, you know, we need a little bit more time. It's not really, you know, worthy of having a Hall of Fame yet, but something I'm definitely thinking about, and something that I would definitely perhaps like to do in the future. It's something that's certainly on my mind. So that's a few things I wanted to clear up. I wanted you guys just to hear it from me, so you can all hear it, so I don't get these same questions all the time. Now, in the comments below, if you have any other questions, if there's a question that pops up quite a lot, and I see that there's enough questions to warrant another video, then I will answer them in another video, but I feel like that's the 3 main ones I've been getting over the last number of months. So let me know your thoughts, you know, try and convince me if you like, if you want to see the women split up, or the brand split, or if a Hall of Fame. If you really are passionate, you want to see it, you know, maybe you can convince me, but at the moment, that's my thoughts and opinions of it. So like I said, if you got a question, you want me to answer it in another video, let me know, and if we get enough, I'll do another one. So thank you very much for listening in, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode of Universe Mode.